After 60, your brain shrinks. Eat these 7 foods to grow new cells. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or struggled to recall a name you've known for years? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, it's common to notice little changes in our memory and focus. But here's the good news. Just because our brains change with age doesn't mean we have to accept decline as inevitable. In fact, science shows that we can actually grow new brain cells, even after 60. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through the food we eat. That's right, what's on your plate can make a real difference in keeping your mind sharp, your memory strong, and your energy vibrant. Today, we're going to talk about 7 incredible foods that help your brain grow new cells and stay healthy as you age. These aren't complicated or expensive, just simple, delicious choices you can start adding to your meals today. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about why this matters. After 60, our brains naturally shrink a little bit each year. It's part of aging, but that doesn't mean we're powerless. Think of your brain like a garden. If you nourish it with the right ingredients, it can thrive. And the best part? You don't need a miracle pill or a drastic lifestyle overhaul. Small, consistent changes in your diet can have a big impact over time. So, let's start with the first food that's like a supercharger for your brain: fatty fish. Now, if you're thinking, I don't love fish, don't worry, I'll share some easy ways to enjoy it. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like building blocks for your brain cells. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation, improve memory, and even support the growth of new neurons. Studies have shown that people who eat fish regularly tend to have sharper minds as they age. If you're not a fan of fish, you can still get omega-3s from flax seeds, chia seeds, or walnuts. But if you're willing to give fish a try, here's a simple tip. Start with salmon. It's mild, versatile, and can be baked with just a little lemon and herbs. Even having it once or twice a week can make a difference. Now, the second brain-boosting food might surprise you: blueberries. These little berries are like tiny powerhouses for your brain. They're loaded with antioxidants that protect your brain cells from damage and even help improve communication between neurons. Think of them as your brain's natural defense system. And the best part? They're delicious. You can add them to your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy a handful as a snack. Frozen blueberries work just as well, so there's no excuse not to keep them on hand. And here's something fascinating. Research suggests that blueberries may even help delay age-related memory decline. So, if you've ever worried about senior moments, this is an easy and tasty way to fight back. Now, let's talk about the third food: dark leafy greens. I know, you've probably heard "eat your greens" 1,000 times. But there's a reason they're always on the list. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are rich in vitamins like folate and lutein, which are essential for brain health. Folate, in particular, helps regulate mood and cognitive function, while lutein has been linked to better memory. If you're not a fan of salads, don't worry. There are plenty of ways to sneak these greens into your meals. Try adding a handful of spinach to your morning omelet, blending kale into a soup, or sautéing Swiss chard with garlic and olive oil. The key is to find ways you enjoy them, so it doesn't feel like a chore. Now, we've covered 3 amazing foods so far: fatty fish, blueberries, and dark leafy greens. Each one plays a unique role in keeping your brain healthy and even growing new cells. But we're just getting started. In the next part, we'll talk about 4 more foods that can make a big difference, including one you probably already have in your kitchen. So, if you're ready to give your brain the nourishment it deserves, stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. And in the meantime, why not try adding one of these foods to your next meal? Your brain will thank you for it. You know, it's funny, when we think about staying sharp as we age, we often focus on things like crossword puzzles or memory games. And those are great. But what if I told you that some of the best brain-boosting tools aren't in a puzzle book? They're in your kitchen. That's right. The foods we eat every day can be just as powerful as any brain exercise when it comes to keeping our minds young and vibrant. In the last part, we talked about 3 incredible foods: fatty fish, blueberries, and dark leafy greens, that help protect your brain and even grow new cells. Now, let's keep that momentum going with 4 more delicious, everyday foods that can make a real difference in how you think, remember, and feel. First up, eggs. Now, I know eggs have gotten a bit of a bad rap over the years, but here's the truth. They're one of the best foods for your brain, especially as you get older. Egg yolks are packed with choline, a nutrient that's essential for making acetylcholine, a brain chemical that plays a key role in memory and learning. In fact, studies have linked higher choline intake to better cognitive performance in older adults. And the best part? Eggs are one of the easiest foods to prepare. Whether you like them scrambled, poached, or hard-boiled, they're a quick and affordable way to fuel your brain. If you've been avoiding eggs because of cholesterol concerns, talk to your doctor. For most people, enjoying an egg or two a day is perfectly fine and can actually be really beneficial for brain health. Now, let's move on to our fifth brain-boosting superstar, nuts and seeds. I'm talking about walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. These little crunchy powerhouses are loaded with healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamin E, which has been shown to help protect brain cells from age-related damage. Walnuts, in particular, are shaped like tiny brains. Maybe nature's way of telling us something. A small handful of nuts each day can make a big difference. Try sprinkling them on yogurt, adding them to a salad, or just keeping a mix in your pocket for a quick, brain-healthy snack. And if you're worried about the calories, don't overthink it. Just stick to a modest portion, about a quarter cup, and enjoy the benefits without overdoing it. Next up is a food that might surprise you, turmeric. This bright yellow spice, often used in curry dishes, contains a compound called curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Why does that matter for your brain? Well, chronic inflammation is one of the key drivers of age-related brain decline, and curcumin has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, helping to clear out harmful plaques and even boost brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that helps brain cells grow and form new connections. Now, you might be thinking, I don't cook with turmeric often. No problem. You can start small, add a pinch to scrambled eggs, stir it into soups, or even try a simple golden milk latte, just warm milk with a little turmeric, honey, and black pepper to help absorption. Over time, these little additions can add up to big benefits for your brain. And finally, let's talk about dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. Chocolate can be good for your brain. But I'm not talking about the sugary milk chocolate bars. The real brain benefits come from dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content. It's rich in flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants, all of which can enhance memory, improve mood, and even slow down age-related cognitive decline. A square or two of high-quality dark chocolate can be a delicious way to give your brain a little boost. Pair it with some nuts for an extra brain-healthy snack, or melt it into your morning oatmeal for a treat that feels indulgent but is actually doing you good. So there you have it. 4 more foods that can help keep your brain sharp and even grow new cells as you age. Eggs, nuts and seeds, turmeric, and dark chocolate. Simple, delicious, and packed with benefits. Now, you might be wondering, how do I actually put all this into practice? That's exactly what we'll cover in the next part, where we'll talk about easy ways to incorporate these foods into your daily routine, along with some bonus tips to maximize their benefits. Because knowing what to eat is one thing, but making it work in real life is where the magic happens. So, stay tuned, because the best part is yet to come. And in the meantime, why not pick one of these foods and give it a try today? Your future self will thank you. Isn't it amazing how much power we have right at our fingertips, or should I say, right on our forks? When it comes to keeping our brains sharp after 60, we don't need fancy supplements or complicated routines. The real secret is in the everyday choices we make at the grocery store, in our kitchens, and around the dinner table. So far, we've covered 7 incredible foods that help grow new brain cells and protect your memory. Fatty fish, blueberries, dark leafy greens, eggs, nuts and seeds, turmeric, and dark chocolate. But knowing what to eat is only half the battle. The real magic happens when we make these foods a natural, enjoyable part of our lives. So let's talk about how to do just that, starting with one simple principle. Small changes add up. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. In fact, trying to do too much at once can feel overwhelming. Instead, think of this as a gentle shift, a few tweaks here and there that, over time, make a big difference. For example, if you're not used to eating fish, start by adding it just once a week. Swap out your usual afternoon cookie for a handful of walnuts and dark chocolate. Stir some turmeric into your scrambled eggs. These little changes don't take much effort, but they do send powerful signals to your brain. I've got your back. Now, here's something else to keep in mind. Variety matters. Just like a garden thrives with different types of plants, your brain thrives when you feed it a rainbow of nutrients. So instead of eating the same few foods every day, try rotating through these brain-boosting options. One day, enjoy a salmon salad with spinach and walnuts. The next, whip up a berry smoothie with flax seeds. The more diverse your diet, the more nutrients your brain gets to work with. And let's not forget about hydration. Your brain is about 75% water, so even mild dehydration can make you feel foggy or forgetful. Try starting your day with a glass of water, before coffee or tea, and keep a bottle nearby as a reminder to sip throughout the day. Herbal teas, broths, and water-rich foods like cucumbers and melons also count. One last tip. Enjoy your meals mindfully. Eating slowly, savoring each bite, and sharing meals with loved ones isn't just good for the soul, it's good for your brain, too. Stress and rushing can interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption, so give yourself permission to pause, breathe, and truly taste your food. After all, nourishing your brain should be a pleasure, not a chore. Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. Change isn't always easy, especially when it comes to habits we've had for decades. Maybe you're thinking, I've never liked greens, or cooking feels like too much trouble these days. That's okay. Meet yourself where you are. Frozen blueberries are just as good as fresh. Pre-washed spinach makes life easier. And if standing at the stove is hard, consider simple no-cook options, like a sardine salad on whole grain bread or a bowl of Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Every time you choose one of these brain-loving foods, you're taking a step toward a sharper, healthier mind. And the beautiful thing is, your brain will respond. It might not happen overnight, but with consistency, you'll likely notice little improvements. Maybe a name comes to you faster, or you feel more alert in the afternoons, or you just have a brighter outlook on the day. So let's recap the 7 powerhouse foods we've talked about. Fatty fish, like salmon and sardines, for omega-3s. Blueberries for their memory-protecting antioxidants. Dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, for folate and lutein. Eggs for choline and brain cell support. Nuts and seeds for vitamin E and healthy fats. Turmeric to fight inflammation and boost brain growth. Dark chocolate for flavonoids and a mood lift. Remember, aging is inevitable, but cognitive decline isn't a given. You have more control than you might think. And it all starts with what you put on your plate. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods and noticed a difference? Or do you have a favorite brain-healthy recipe? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your ideas might inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life after 60. Because here's the truth. Getting older doesn't mean slowing down. With the right tools, like these 7 foods, you can keep your mind sharp, your energy high, and your joy deep. So here's to you, to your brilliant brain, and to all the delicious, vibrant years ahead. Thanks for watching, and remember, every bite is a chance to nourish your future. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.